that looks and probably tastes yummy, right? You might even be salivating right now. Yeah, those food looks really good. But are they healthy? Hi, my name is Mfon. Welcome to my channel, and today's video is gonna be like a shopping vlog mixed with some kind of awareness. So I believe in being informed, and when you learn new things, your perspective about things change. So let's dive in. It's no news that the world we live now is different from the world our parents lived growing up. Things have really changed, and unfortunately our health is at stake. And you can agree with me that the number of illnesses in this day and times has tripled compared to the past 20 to 30 years ago. Growing up, I never heard of the word peanut allergies. We used to eat a lot of peanut. All my siblings ate peanut. It was a new thing to me, hearing that kids are allergic to peanuts. Hear a lot of sicknesses like Alzheimer's, dementia, not to mention diabetes. Do you know that according to World Health Organization that 422 million people suffer from diabetes worldwide? And diabetes is the leading cause of blindness, kidney failure, heart attack, strokes, and lower limb amputation. So if that number doesn't scare you, it does scare me as an individual and as a parent who is always responsible for putting food in front of my kids and in front of my family as a whole. My husband knows me. If it's not organic, this mama ain't gonna buy it. We joke in our family, for example, if there's no non-GMO or USDA organic, I am not going to buy it. And whenever he wants to buy something for me, it will be like it has your name on it. Because I'm in charge of groceries, I always feel guilty of giving poisonous food to my family. See, when you know better, you act better. A little story about myself. Moving from one country to another, I moved from Nigeria to the US some couple of years back. Everything was new. Their English, was different from the British English that we were taught in our country. And, besides that, our accents is different from the British. So everything was new. I was learning the language. I was learning, to live with other people of other cultures, not even culture, continent. So I was learning a whole new thing, even the English. I was learning the English too. Water. Tomatoes. And luckily for me, one day I met this amazing lady. Her name is Christy. She has 5 kids. She's this intentional parent that is careful of what she gives to her kids and all that. She doesn't vaccinate her kids. She doesn't believe in that. She believes in food as medicine, not taking things into your body that doesn't do you any good. And I am fine with that because I grew up not taking any medicine. I wasn't vaccinated. None of my siblings were, and we grew up like that. I never took any medicine before. We believe in the power of prayer. That might sound weird to you, but that's how we grew up. Each time I'm sick, my father would say, "Come, let me pray for you." She introduced me to organic and regular food and the differences between the two. According to her, organic food are food that are allowed to grow naturally, the way God made and designed for it to grow. And inorganic or regular foods are foods that has foreign substances that our body cannot process, and with time it makes us sick. No wonder there are a lot of sicknesses today. Another culture shock that I experienced moving to the US was that you see food like a fruit, mandarin, we call it tangerine, seedless mandarin, seedless orange, seedless watermelon. And I asked my husband, how do they plant it? How is it seedless? I came to discover that some foods are natural. For example, if I go to the store today, I'll see all kinds of fruits, from mango to orange to pineapple to blueberries to blackberries to all kinds of fruit in the store. But growing up, fruits and vegetables used to have seasons. So don't you think that because of technology, we are able to produce food that, were not supposed to be readily available at that season? The Bible says there is time for everything. God made every fruit and vegetables to have season and time. But in our world today, we see all kinds of fruit and vegetables all year round. Don't you think that there's something wrong, that there's some, alternation going up, that there are some scientific manufactured food that is not supposed to go into the body? So what are you putting in your body? Is it food or poison? So that was how I was educated on organic and inorganic food, and I was able to make informed choices. This lady also used essential oils to support her family. I told you she doesn't vaccinate her kids, she doesn't give them any medicine. She uses essential oils, which I also use it too. If you look behind me, you'll see a diffuser over there. That's brown thing, diffusing oils in my house. And this is how it looks. Different essential oils. I have lavender, I have peppermint. Google it, you know what essential oils are. God made essential oils to support our body naturally. She also made mention of glyphosate. I didn't know what that was, and I had to Google it. She told me what that does and that how it is connected to cancer. So I'm going to read it online for you to see what glyphosate means. So I'm checking it on Google right now. A new report found glyphosate, a weed-killing chemical that some health authorities link to cancer, in a number of popular breakfast foods and cereals marketed to children. So, what are you feeding your family? So what is glyphosate? Glyphosate is an active ingredient in Roundup and the most widely used. So this lady educated me on organic and inorganic food and what is inside inorganic food. And from that day onward, I was conscious of what I'm giving to my family. So how we fuel our body makes a huge difference. If we eat synthetic, laboratory created food or garbage, which they are, that our body doesn't know how to process it, this puts our body into a state of disease. Bad food makes our body sick. There are lots of sicknesses in this world, and it is mainly caused by food. I understand that there are toxicity everywhere in the world. Even the air we breathe can be toxic, and we don't have control over that one. But what we put in our body is what we have control over, and is what we should be very, very conscious about. People say organic foods are expensive. I understand. Organic foods are expensive for me, especially I don't work. It's only my husband that works. So sometimes he say I spend too much on organic. I say, well, I eat food as medicine. Some people can, drive big cars and be paying car loans monthly. Some people can also spend money in dressing, expensive clothes, expensive jewelries, but they don't care about their bodies. They don't care about what they put in their bodies. Anything goes. They just eat anything. There's this study that I heard one time that somebody bought McDonald's hamburger and, maybe forgot it in his pocket for 14 years. And after 14 years, the hamburger still came out fresh. What do you think make that hamburger to be fresh? It's the preservatives that is put in that hamburger to make it stay for a long time and benefit the company. But those preservatives are not good for our body. How can food stay for 14 years and not, spoil? That's not possible. Even if you leave a fruit for a week, it gets rotten. So the things that is put in food is not healthy for you. They are using it to make money. So some people can save money to pay for car loan and buy expensive jewelries, but they can't spend money for themselves. I tell my husband, I'm not spending money. I'm doing it for the future of myself and my kids. I want to see them healthy. I want to see my family healthy. That's the purpose. I may not have a whole lot of money, but I don't joke with what goes into my body. I don't joke with what I give my kids to eat. I don't joke with my... They might think that, oh, they have health insurance. My dear, nobody cares about your health. Nobody cares about your health. You are the architect of your health. So take it serious. For me, like I said, I eat food as medicine and not medicine as food. I eat food like my life depends on it because it does. Organic foods are higher than poisoned food up front, but long-term health-wise. You are doing it for the future. Parenting with the future in mind. You are taking care of your family for the future, and in the long run, you save money. You might be spending more on healthy food, but you are saving not to spend in the hospital. It's left for you to choose where and when you want to spend your money. Now on good food or later on sickness. Remember, food is fuel, and how we fuel our body determines how well it runs. If we fill it with lab-created ingredients, it will not run well. But if we are filling it with God-made ingredients, organic food are food that are made, they grow naturally, they are not supported, and they don't pour glyphosate on it. That's organic food. For example, at gas station, you will not put diesel into a vehicle that is meant for gas or what we call fuel. Even though you get both at the same gas station, you can't try that because it will destroy your vehicle's engine, right? So if you're a parent like me and you're responsible for food-related stuff, you have to be extra careful. Not all food should go into your body. They are doing more harm than good. Also, be careful of sugar and food dyes as well. I've seen kids 7 years old with diabetes, and I was wondering, how is that possible? A 7-year-old boy with diabetes. Be careful. As a parent, take a look at this chart. All those food coloring, in cereal, candy, soda, juice, snack, etc., is not healthy for your body. Be careful, please, be careful. My kids are, at the background, so please ignore them. Speaking of food, yesterday I had to make delicious banana muffin and banana bread for my family. Why am I doing this and why am I sharing it? I am trying to take my kids off school lunch. Sometimes I feel, they might not be eating something healthy at school. And secondly, my daughter complains about school food. Sometimes my daughter would say, "Mommy, please make lunch for me." So I am trying to experiment with different kinds of food. So I'm trying to make foods that they should learn to eat now so that they can eat that in school. Today my daughter had a beautiful breakfast with the banana bread. The banana bread and the banana muffin is almost gone. And if you want to cut down on sugary things, make them yourself so that you can control the portion of sugar that you put in food. Obesity is all over the place. So yesterday my kids and we made banana bread and banana muffin, and they really loved it. So try something new for your family. Google it. These days everything is in Google. You don't have to look for who to learn it from. You Google it and you get it done. You make it for your family. So be careful what you use for your family. This channel is about parenting with the future in mind. Food is part of it. You give your family healthy food so that they will live healthy for you. So you can start little by little, start switching up your food because that's what you put in your body. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Always remember to parent with the future in mind.